I would always come for your meeting, and yeah, I try to step into your shoes more and understand things from your side.
You know what was funny, and I was happy with it because usually when I was really angry, he was trying to form the whole I'm mature, I'm not gonna talk. Exactly. I make sure. Also what I'm thinking is I don't even think outside here they really like him because of all the things he has done.
The only problem they had was because when we were talking, you always stand up and go.
People do that, and there was never a problem.
Now
with this regime,
stood up
let's say with the military, if somebody stand up and walk away, what's the big deal?
I think they see that as something like it's just like when they're talking.
I don't have to. When did this one start?
Wahala no dey finish. I mean, guys, I listened to the different conversations that CEECEE had with different people yesterday, and see ya. I was just sighing like, this girl. See, that was what I was just doing, because you know when you get to the point of exhaustion over somebody's drama and you've talked and talked about it and you don't even know what to say anymore. Guys, that was the point that I found myself in yesterday, because, hey God, guys, especially the conversation she had with Ilebaye. The hypocrisy. A choke. There was just a lot of hypocrisy in that conversation. I mean, listening to her talk about the difference between confidence and arrogance, and the fact that she did not see that most of what she did yesterday was more of arrogance than confidence, guys. And she was trying to impact that knowledge on Ilebaye, thinking that Ilebaye is a very, very, impressionable young woman. Oh God, guys. See ya. We're going to get into the different conversations that CEECEE had, all right? Her apology to Doyin, I'm not really convinced about it. We're going to talk about that one. There's also her brief conversation with a.k.a, guys. See, for the benefit of those CEECEE's fans that felt like she did no wrong yesterday, I really do hope that they listened to that particular conversation, because it just completely gave her away. So we're going to talk about that one, yes? And then we're going to talk about her conversation with Ilebaye. So guys, please watch to the end of this video. And of course, let me prepare your minds that there are more videos coming up today on my channel, yes? There are very, very interesting conversations that happen in the house, especially during the Housemates diary session. Yesterday, during our live conversation, we had talked about Alex's conversation with Big Brother, so there's no need going into that again. But there was also Benita's diary session. There were other diary sessions, of course. So I'm going to be dropping more videos to analyze their conversation with Big Brother. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. And for this video, please make sure you watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part. And special greetings to every single one of you. You are all specially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija, and I am the girl with the T. For those of you that are newly subscribed to this community, thank you all so much for choosing to join us. For those of you that have been coming here for the longest time and you are still yet to subscribe, like you've not made up your mind if you want to subscribe or not, can you please just make up your mind today and subscribe? Please just go ahead, do exactly what you see on your screen, but most importantly, turn on your post notification bell so that you'll be able to receive a lot of my videos whenever I upload a new one. Please like this video, give this video a thumbs up, all right? And also feel free to share it. Anyways, that said, let's get into the details of this conversation. Looking at the way things played out in the house yesterday, guys, CEECEE apparently knew what she was doing. Yeah. And we got to find out from the conversation she was having with a.k.a yesterday. In fact, guys, I'd already known, and I think I'd actually be bracing your minds, yes, towards yesterday's event. I'd been telling you all about the conversations that she's been having with a.k.a, how both of them had been planning to, rain fire and brimstone in the house. And CEECEE had a chance to do exactly what she had been plotting, right from the weekend of last week. She had a chance to do that yesterday. Yesterday was the day of execution for her. And even though Pere was not an offender to her yesterday, she just decided to just transfer all of that aggression to Pere yesterday. And I was telling you all in all of my analysis yesterday that CEECEE was aware of what she was doing, because even Lucy and Ike at some point, of course, playing the instigator role, I tried to explain to her that this guy you're attacking did no wrong to you. She still refused. She remained adamant and stayed on a path, you know, to met out all of that vileness and toxicity that she had channeled towards Pere yesterday. So during her conversation with Ike yesterday, she was expressing her delight. She was expressing her excitement about how things had actually turned out yesterday. For her, she had gotten the result that she wanted. Now, the part that really excited her the most was the part where, you know, when she started insulting Pere, Pere had wanted to stand as the bigger person, had wanted to stand as the mature man that would not respond back. But then she had said that she was more excited when she had applied more pressure and Pere had buckled under that pressure and had reciprocated, you know, had responded to her. And guys, when she had actually made that statement to Ike, I just laughed. Because guys, it's not a secret. Yes, it was very, very glaring. We saw that happen. We saw how she kept on going back and forth. We saw how she kept on going in and out of the house. She'll go to the garden, she'll come back into the house, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Other people had things to say. Neo had something to say, but she would completely ignore Neo because her target for yesterday was Pere. So she kept on going back and forth, and even when she realized that she wasn't really getting any response from him, she had literally come to his face to goad him, to directly poke at him, to provoke him, just to get that reaction that she wanted. So guys, listening to her explain our euphoria, you know, at her toxicity, at display of toxicity yesterday, guys, it was quite interesting. It was quite interesting because, guys, it just went to validate all what we've been saying, that CEECEE is using her trauma as a crutch to do exactly what she wanted to do in that house. So I hope her fans heard that conversation, and I hope they deduced for themselves if their fave had a reason for doing exactly what she did yesterday. Now, moving on to her apology to Doyin. So before they had the super commando task, she and Doyin were having a conversation. Now, I don't even know who called who for the conversation. We did not see how the conversation even started, because first it was a conversation between Doyin and Ike, but then we got to find out later from Doyin that she and CEECEE, they were talking things over, and she was trying to explain to CEECEE where she had gone wrong. Doyin had said that for her, the disrespect was in the fact that on different occasions, she had walked out on their morning meetings. For Doyin, that was unacceptable. That was completely disrespectful. And according to Doyin, still, in that conversation she was having with CEECEE, CEECEE did not see anything wrong in anything that she did at all. And for her, it had become exhausting because there was no point trying to reason with someone that did not see anything wrong in whatever they had done. So she had ended that conversation at that point in time. But then much later, in between their super commando task, CEECEE had approached Doyin to tender an apology. Now, frankly speaking, guys, do I think that apology came from a place of genuineness? Absolutely not. For two reasons. Number one, the way she approached Doyin for the apology, to tender the apology, guys, it came off as very arrogant to me. It came off as she did not want to apologize, but, you know, let it just be out of the way for her next plan of action, of course. So she had to tender that apology. And guys, the whole hugging and the whole reconciliation thing, guys, I did not buy it, except I see a change in CEECEE's attitude towards Doyin's authority as head of house this week. If I do not see a change, then it validates everything that I have just said. And then the second reason I did not buy that apology is because of the conversation she had had with Ilebaye last night. Guys, that conversation was very revealing of CEECEE's true intentions for attacking Pere yesterday verbally. Guys, and you see, that conversation was also very hilarious because CEECEE literally placed herself on this very high pedestal to Ilebaye, trying to sound like a teacher, a mentor, And of course, I do not blame her for that, because Ilebaye had actually given herself away in the house before. I think in the first or second week, talking about, oh, she wants to be like CEECEE. She probably has heard about CEECEE, all of CEECEE's shenanigans during her season, and was trying to replicate, you know, the same actions. So CEECEE literally placed herself on that very high pedestal and was talking to Ilebaye about her reasons for walking out on the head of house during their meetings. Now, I love the fact that Ilebaye was telling her that, listen, nobody had issues with you. The only issues they had was with the fact that you were walking out of the meetings. And guys, CEECEE's reasons was no reason at all. Her reasons was no reason at all. Yes, according to her, well, nothing. That it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, guys, you know how CEECEE speaks sometimes when she wants to be arrogant, when she wants to be condescending. That was the same way she sounded in that conversation. You could tell that for her, there was no remorse. CEECEE was saying that, nah, that there's nothing. That she doesn't even know why they're making it a big deal. Nah, that there's nothing. That she wanted to walk out, yes, it's fine. That it could be that she was not feeling too well and she just decided to walk away. And her walking out could be her own way of not trying to disrupt the flow of the meeting. And guys, I was listening to this woman and I'm telling myself that this is someone that is actually learned. This is someone that's a lawyer. This is someone that has got a brand, for God's sake. How are we hearing this thing that she's saying like this? Like, how is she so comfortable in saying all what she's saying? Guys, at that point in time, yeah, I was trying to give CEECEE the benefit of doubt that she was just saying those things for clout. She was just saying it, you know, to create more highlights for herself, to get herself trending, because it is statements like that that housemates make, you know, just to give that shocking factor, that wow factor, you know, to the show, to give the viewers something to talk about. And hey, here we are, we're talking about it. So her saying that, yeah, there's nothing wrong in her walking out. Guys, the next thing that came to my mind was, oh Lord, let CEECEE be head of house, please. In fact, let it not be too far off. Let it be next week, week 7. Let CEECEE be head of house. Yes, I want her to be head of house. And when she's head of house, when she calls for a meeting, I want at least 5 people to get up and walk out at the same time. And as they walk out, they should be having conversations and laughing at whilst at it. You know, they should be having fun. They should walk out. I want to see CEECEE's reaction. I just want to see her reaction. Because her explanation to Ilebaye, guys, oh my God, it just did not make sense. And then, in that same conversation, CEECEE had just thrown in a question to Ilebaye, asking her what she had studied in school. She had gone ahead to respond that she studied criminology. They talked about the location where she had studied. And then CEECEE was, you know, playfully telling her that, oh, no wonder you have been playing such a strategy. No wonder you are like this. Don't worry, I have clocked your strategy. CEECEE was telling her that she should be proud of herself, that she was actually better than a lot of people in the house. Now, that statement triggered CEECEE. CEECEE did not find it funny. She did not even take it too well. And that was where she started off with the speech about, oh, there's a thin line between arrogance and confidence. That, oh, what she is telling her is to be arrogant. That confidence is when she knows that she's enough for herself and she's okay for herself. But arrogance is when she goes around thinking that she's better than most people. That Ilebaye should not believe what she is saying, that she should not toe the line of arrogance, that she should be confident. And guys, when CEECEE was saying all of that, hey God, guys, I was taken aback, because I'm here and I'm wondering, who is speaking right now? How is this coming from CEECEE? This is the same person that with so much ego, so much arrogance, had arrogantly, let me use tautology, had arrogantly expressed herself to Ilebaye, had arrogantly expressed or defended her actions of walking out on the head of house during their morning meetings on 2 different occasions. And guys, I mean, I was wondering, like, does CEECEE think that that was confidence and not arrogance? I mean, guys, it was the hypocrisy for me. It was the double standards for me. And you see, this is the reason I said that I did not buy her apology to Doyin, because it was very obvious that everything she did yesterday, she did in the right frame of mind. It wasn't about the trauma of the past, bullcrap. It wasn't about, the gang up that they had on me during the double wahala season, bullcrap. There was no such gang up. Guys, CEECEE did all what she did, as I said, just to get clout. She did all what she did to sabotage Doyin's head of house reign. Anyways, that's that. That is what I have to say about all of CEECEE's conversations last night. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. So please go ahead, share with me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another video shortly. Have an amazing day. Bye.